that. Because, like, a type is still limited. A type will discover that you're not open-minded, you're limited, and to deceive you will be much more easier if you have a type. It will also expose you're not adaptable. And anytime we're not adaptable to stay aligned, on that life or death machine, you gonna hear that straight line like the hospital. On me. So even from me being young, teenager, and now to adult, I understood now that I'm adult. When I was younger, which mean young could just mean a way of thinking. When I was just younger, I had a type. And let me tell you something else about a type. And this, when I mean type could be in any scenario in your life you're trying to understand where I'm coming from. Just because you have a type, which will mostly say like something you would rather just rock out with than the majority of the rest remaining. Let's say you do have a type, but that type ain't into you the same way. And whatever the type could be, a business, a talent, whatever, a relationship, whatever. Okay, let's say you into that type, but let's say that type not into you. You willing to give your all into this type, but let's say the all you putting in, you won't be rewarded how you expecting, or even bare minimum reward, because that's what you like. Who said they like you? That's what you love. Who said they loved you? And I like to talk about the type because this always an analogy I always use, because I literally use this in real life. Like, let's say someone was to run across me, my work, whatever, and they're interested in it. It's different to them. It's rare. It's something they was probably even looking and praying for. I like to say the trash can method, the garbage can method. So when they be like, where you been, or where was you this whole time? And, you know, like saying that without saying it, I'd be like, oh, I was by the garbage. And then once they think it was just that easy and accessible because I was by the garbage, where isn't there garbage, right? There, and let's say they did saw me buy a particular garbage can. After they think it's so accessible and easy just to run across it, once that, instead of they understanding Yahweh is bringing a prayer into their life or our life, they are now starting to look at it as, no, I have the effect to attract these rare, great, etc., off of who they think they are. So they gonna go to that same trash can thinking they could pull another one up because it was just one in their face. How come I won't be able to? This a lucky run right now out of their mouth and mine, right? So since something wasn't their type, they're going to still search and dig their own grave. Since something wasn't your type, you will miss your train and gotta wait 10 more years for the next one. Since $50 at 2 o'clock, you needed $100 in one day. So since $50 at 2 o'clock today, and later on the day, 6 p.m., you get another 50. You didn't just like that. You just wanted your 100 straight up. So instead of that, you get the 150, you just get mad and just try to rush and spend it because you don't believe you're going to get the whole 100 since it just pop up like how the 50 did. See what I'm saying? Missing the blessing in your face because you had a type. If I was to say I like all cars with just red seats in it, stock, factory red seats, how long would you think it'd take for that person to get their first vehicle? How long would you take? How long? They just was getting offered Benz, Rolls Royces, Infinities, Chrysler Sports. And they say, nah, I only want cars with red seats. Could they be mad that they don't have transportation? They should be, because you had a type instead of aligning with, I need to be in transportation that can get me to A to B. Because I am going to be able to get into what I want to, but the GPS said I'll be there on time, not my time. Amen. So having your type is cool, but only once you matured your discernment and intuition to know that Yahweh is in our whole living moments of life, each second, day, hour. Because as soon as you forget that, you're going to fall for a type. And sugar look like salt. Ice cream look like mashed potatoes. Grass look like grass. If it look like a snake, wiggle like a snake, shed like a snake, ding, 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 ding. You just graduated goofy.com. Yes. It's a snake. So if you looking for your type, who was to say your type is really a reflection of what you are truthfully deserving of? What if you're even greater than what your type is? Do you think that's a real healthy way to say, I'm elevating, I'm growing? Or you think that's, I'm settling and I'm slacking? Because if something is not above your level or on your level, I promise to you, the only two ways you can go is back or forward. See, when you with people on your level or above your level, I only can go forward. But when you gambling with ones that ain't where you at, because we all had to do the work to get where we at individually, so just be prepared to hold on two people dead weight. Yours again, and theirs. Just because that's your type. You only like cities that, you know, you only want to run your business in cities that got, you know, a particular flower in this state. It got to have this particular flower there. Whole time, 2 states over would have been busting where you at. And they don't got the flower where you looking at. See what I'm saying? And you missing the jackpot because you rather be over here. But that's not aligning with your energy. That's not aligning with your purpose. That's not aligning with your call. So why take change when they trying to give you bills? Why change to just receive change instead of the change to clear bills? Like I said, if Michael Jordan had a type of team he only wanted to play for in the NBA, we wouldn't have knew Mike. But he aligned with teamwork to get to be known as being Michael Jordan. And sometimes in teamwork, the best thing you could do on a day is know your role. That's how he became Mike.